Hello everyone, my name is Devrakshan Kumar Patel and today I am going to solve question number 1687 from LeetCode, that is goal parser interpretation. So in this question, we are going to assume that we own a goal parser that can interpret a string command. So the command string consists of either G parenthesis or AL surrounded by parenthesis. So the goal parser will interpret that G stands for G itself, the parenthesis stands for the character O, and AL surrounded by parenthesis counts for AL. So we have to act as a goal parser and we need to return its interpretation of this command. So if we look at the example, you can see we have given the command G parenthesis and AL surrounded by parenthesis. So we have to return G for G, O for just a parenthesis, and AL if parenthesis has AL inside it. If you look at the second example, you can also see that G is written for G, 4 O's are written for 4 parentheses, and at the last we are having AL inside of parentheses, so we have written AL for it. So now let's solve this question. So for this question, first we are going to need a resultant string that is going to be written. Then we are going to need the length of the command. Then we are going to run a for loop from I is equal to 0 to I is less than length. Now we are going to check if command of I is equals to G or not. If it is equals to G, then we are simply going to add G to the resultant string. But if it is equals to opening parenthesis, then we need to check two more conditions in it. If the character after the parenthesis is the closing parenthesis itself, then we are going to add O in it. Since we need to interpret the parenthesis, empty parenthesis with O, and or else either it is going to have closing parenthesis or A in front of it. So if it doesn't have closing parenthesis, it is obvious that it will have AL in front of it. So we will just add AL to the resultant string. Now after the for loop ends, we are going to return the resultant string. Now let's check the test cases. As you can see, it has passed all the test cases. Just to make sure, we are going to add our own test case. So let's just say there are two more O's, and at the end it has another AL in it. So, and let's just add another G at the end. Now if we run this test case, as you can see, it has passed this test case also. So now let's just submit this solution. As you can see, the solution was accepted and its runtime was 0 ms. So this was it from my side. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.